A very warm and pleasant good morning to all my dear students. I hope you all are ready for your English class. Students, in the previous class, we started tenses and we discussed all the four types of present tense and conversion of affirmative sentence to negative interrogative and negative interrogative form. Today, we will revise the same concept again so as to complete chapter 10 with its all exercise. Okay, so by the end of today's lesson, you will be able to identify all the four types of present tense, their sentence structure, and how to convert affirmative to negative interrogative and negative interrogative form. As we are revising the same concept twice, I hope the concept of present tense is clear to you all. So let's start. So let's quickly revise all the four types of present tense. Simple present tense is used for action that states the universal fact which we cannot change. Second, it is used for action that is happening right now. And third, it is used for action that occurs regularly. For example, the sun rises from the east. It is a universal fact. Honesty is best policy, knowledge is power. All these sentences states the universal fact or truth which always remain in the present tense. Second, it is used for action that occurs regularly. For example, I complete my homework regularly. Sentence structure is subject plus first form of the verb plus object. We add s or es to the verb depending upon the subject. If the subject is singular, we add s or es to the verb. Otherwise, if the subject is plural, verb will remain in the first form. Then no need to add s or es. Then present continuous tense, as I told you, present continuous tense is used for action that is happening at the time of speaking. Continuous, you need to remember two things, that the work is happening, and second, we add ing to the first form of the verb. And second, we use helping verbs also in present continuous tense. Sentence structure will be subject plus helping verb plus first form of the verb plus ing plus object. Helping verbs are, is, am, or are. Is used with the singular subject, am is used with the I, and are is used with the plural subject. Next is present perfect tense. This tense, in this tense, you need to remember two things again, that in the perfect tense we use third form of the verb, and second, the work is completed. This tense is used for action that started in the past but it has completed just now. Sentence structure, subject plus has or have plus third form of the verb plus object. With the singular subject we use has, with the plural subject we use have. But the thing is, you need to remember is, in perfect tenses the task is completed. Next is present perfect continuous tense. Now here also continuous is there, that means work started in the past. This tense is used for action that started in the past but it is continued up to a certain point. But it is continuing basically. And third thing which we need to remember is, in this tense stress has been given on the duration of action. For example, I have been working in the kitchen from the last 2 hours. So here in this tense the work is happening, but here stress is given on the duration of action. And as continuous is there, we add ing to the first form of the verb. So the sentence structure will be subject plus has or have plus been plus first form of the verb plus ing plus object. So with this, all the four types of present tense are clear to you. As you can see, there are three types of sentence: affirmative sentence, negative sentence, and interrogative sentence. And in the previous class, we learned how to convert present affirmative to negative, interrogative, and negative interrogative form. As you know, there are two types of verbs: main verbs and helping verb. Main verbs are the main action on which we know what the subject is doing. For example, eat, drink, sleep, read, think, drive, produce. All these are the main verbs. Is, am, are, was, were, do, does, did, has, have, had, can, could, may, might, shall, should, will, and would. All these are the helping verbs. Now these are called as auxiliary verbs, and the can, could, may, might, shall, should, will, and would, these are the modal auxiliary verbs. Next, you need to remember that universal formula of a subject in of a sentence in English is subject plus verb plus object. Right? This is the universal formula of a sentence in English. Subject plus verb plus object. Sentence can be without helping verb, but it is incomplete without the main verb. In this case, the exact formula is where there is no helping verb, subject plus main verb plus object. If you see the example, I read newspaper, he plays cricket, you work very hard, she comes every day. Now these are the sentences where there is no helping verb. Only main verb is there, which is telling you what the subject is doing. Now, if you see some sentence, they have both helping verb as well as main verb. Subject plus helping verb plus main verb plus object. See the examples. I am reading newspaper. He did not arrive. You are working very hard. She will come tomorrow. So here two verbs are there. Helping verb as well as am, did, are, and will. These are the helping verbs. And reading, arrive, working, and come, all these are the main verbs. So here the sentence consists of two verbs, helping verb as well as main verb. So main verb is compulsory in all the sentences, but helping verb is not compulsory. Now the point is that if there is no helping verb, how to convert affirmative sentence to negative and interrogative form? Because if helping verb is there, you will simply add not after the helping verb, like subject plus helping verb plus not plus main verb plus object. Okay, if there is helping verb, we simply add not. Okay, now what to do if there is no helping verb, only main verb is there? How will you convert affirmative, negative, and interrogative? In that case, use of do, does, and did come into play. Do, does, and did. If there is no helping verb, then we use do, does, and did plus not after the before the main verb as a helping verb. Clear? If there is no helping verb in the given sentence, we use do, does, and did. Now see this examples where there is helping verb given. Priya is working these days. How will you convert this affirmative sentence into negative? Affirmative sentence is also known as positive sentence. So Priya is not working these days. You were not present in the class yesterday. I was not absent yesterday, and they are not coming to attend this meeting. In all the sentences are helping verbs are there. These are the sentences with helping verb. So wherever you find helping verb, you will simply add not and convert that sentence into negative form. But if there is no helping verb, you will use do, does, and did. And in the present tense, we use do and does. With the singular subject, we use does, and with the plural subject, we use do. And for the past sentence, we use did. Now, Priya works in a bank these days. This is a present sentence. So, Priya is a single girl. So, you'll use does. Priya does not work in a bank these days. You play football very well. Now, you is an exception. You is single, but it will consider as plural. So, we'll use do with you. You do not play football very well. I like Indian music. I do not like Indian music. They went to attend the meeting on Sunday. Now, here, went is the past form of the verb, second form of the verb, and for the past tense, we use did. They did not go to attend the meeting on Sunday. One more thing, while converting affirmative to negative, verb will remain in the first form. So these are the things you need to remember for converting negative sentences, affirmative to negative. Coming to the universal formula for making interrogative sentence. How will you convert affirmative sentence to interrogative? And for the conversion, formula is helping verb plus subject plus main verb plus object. Or you sometimes we use WH word also for framing interrogative sentence. In that case, you will use WH word plus helping verb plus subject plus main verb plus object. So start the sentence with the helping verb, and if required, you can use WH word in front of first, in front of helping verb. Now you can see here, you were not absent from the class. Interrogative will be written as were you not absent from the class? Or you may, when were you not absent from the class? Ram is present in the office now. Is Ram present in the office now? Now is the helping verb, and the formula says helping verb plus subject plus main verb. Is Ram present in the office now with a question mark? This is the interrogative form. Why is Ram present in the office now? They are taking lunch now. Are they taking lunch now? And interrogative form is written like this only, that first helping verb, then subject, then main verb with a question mark. I hope conversion of affirmative to positive negative and interrogative form is clear to you, and all the four types of present tense too with their sentence structure. With this, I would like to end today's class with this hope that today's lecture is clear to you. Solve the exercise on your own and match the answer from the solution PDF. Thank you and have a nice day.